Bohdan, Nahaylo, reporting from Web Summit in Lisbon. What an event, 70,000 people. This is just the forum where the guest speakers are getting free coffee and delicious Portuguese food. Anyway, I wanted to tell you that I've just heard Volodymyr Klitschko speak for the second time. Very good, very articulate about the digitalization of Kyiv during wartime. I had the honor of chairing a session with him yesterday, or interviewing him on the center stage. Thousands of people. We got a standing applause at the end. Even when he spoke about the need to boycott the Olympics if Russian and Belarusian sportsmen are invited, that got a round of applause. And in general, the Ukrainian stand has done very well here, very popular. There are estimates that there are hundreds, if not several thousand Ukrainian IT people here in this very friendly city of Lisbon. I'll be sending you some videos and reports in the days to come. Signing off, Bohdan, Nahaylo, Lisbon, Web Summit. Thank you. Greetings from Web Summit in Lisbon, and it's my great honor and great pleasure to have here somebody I would call a colleague now, because we were in the same discussion. I was chairing on the center stage of this incredible forum, Volodymyr Klitschko. Volodymyr, welcome, and I'm sure the readers and viewers of Kyiv Post will be delighted to hear what you have to say. What are your initial impressions about this event? Why is it important?
Web Summit is one of the most important summits in the digital world. And to be here, it's a great pleasure. This is my fourth year, so to speak. And every time I'm impressed with people who are attending, creators of new technologies that being used, going to be used, because evolution cannot be stopped, especially in the digital world.
But
and
you are also here as an ambassador of Ukraine, and particularly the tech sector digitalization in a war scenario.
Absolutely. We were with you on the main stage. Can you hear me well?
I can hear you. Let the public, let the viewers get a feel for the atmosphere here.
Yeah. On the main stage, where we were discussing how digital world in Ukraine, what kind of impact it's having in Ukraine during the war, during every day and night of attack on the civilians, on our infrastructure, and how we can defend ourselves in this critical situation.
Yeah, well, you were very effective in getting those messages again. You see, the show goes on, even though we're talking. Web Summit is Web Summit. But Volodymyr Klitschko also spoke at another session this afternoon. We spoke yesterday together, and you gave details about how Kyiv is dealing with the war through digitalization, preparing for the worst case scenarios, telling people what to do, where to do it, etc. You moved a lot of people to tears today. Were you aware of that?
It's tough to say if you're an insider, so I was the one who was interviewed, and obviously it was important to spread the news, how we feel, how we fight, how much support do we need, when is enough. It's never enough until this reckless, senseless, criminal war is still going in Ukraine. And obviously, without allies, it's going to be complicated or even impossible to win in this war and defend ourselves. But I'm sure we're going to prevail. It's going to get more complicated in the winter time, but we're going to prevail, and we're going to pass this upcoming winter as well. Digital world is definitely helping us. Just take a look at how much Starlinks have changed our communication, because communication is everything during these critical times. And either people are on the front line, and by the way, in regards to the front line is shifting all of the time. So a year and a half ago that was the city of Kyiv. Now it's in the south and the east of the country. But probably one of the also most important front lines is right here. media is frontline. Media makes people believe in something, support something, and be creative in supporting something. So it is very important to spread the news from the first source. We just came from Ukraine, and people are really curious to hear what is going on. So we were spreading the news. We were spreading into the unity in the support of us Ukrainians, and I'm sure we're going to get it, and I'm sure we're going to prevail and win this war.
Volodymyr, you're a very good communicator. And there's not only one Volodymyr that communicates well from Ukraine. So you are getting the messages across. But what do you feel? Are people receptive? I mean, non-Ukrainians, or do you sense a tiredness? Do you sense are the messages getting across?
Yes, people hear, understand, and for someone who doesn't understand, I even invited today to visit Kyiv. He said, yes, don't call me crazy, but come visit. You can get on train or car or a bus and come visit. And I've seen a lot of visitors, foreign visitors in Kyiv that came, and obviously they need to respect the rules and go in the bomb shelters when it's the time, and the time is pretty much every day, and you need to put in count that you are in the war zone, so anything could happen. But on the other hand, you're getting sense of unity in Kyiv, in Ukraine, how we Ukrainians stand together, shoulder to shoulder, facing the challenges, fighting for our lives. And I think you can explain
fighting
a lot,
for lives and fighting for Europe and fighting for democracy.
But travel to Kyiv, Ukraine, and experience all of this is definitely gives you lots of energy, and that's exactly what we talked about today and yesterday.
Okay, finally, can you share one secret with me? You're a boxer, world champion, and before that, Olympic world champion. How did you get into the digital world, into the tech world? How are you so immersed and so on top of things that you're an ambassador in that sphere?
If you're not digitalizing yourself, if you're not keeping your mind busy with digitalization, you're a loser. As simple as it is. So get on it, get it done, and get updated all the time, because this world, the digital world, is changing daily.
So keep punching with your fingers and thumbs.
Let's keep on punching. That's what we say in boxing.
Volodymyr Klitschko, thank you. It's a great pleasure for Kyiv Post to interview you.
Thank you.
So moving on at the Ukrainian stand here at Web Summit in Lisbon 2003, day 3 as I recall, and here we have one of the organizers of the Ukrainian stand. Please introduce yourself.
Hey everyone, welcome to Ukrainian Pavilion in Web Summit Lisbon 2023. My name is Olena Bakalo. I'm co-organizer of Ukrainian Tech Ecosystem Pavilion.
And what's your main purpose here?
We would like to introduce our very strong tech community to the world, to say how no matter what's going on, because right now everyone knows it's a huge war in Ukraine after Russian invasion, and we want to show to the world how strong Ukrainian ecosystem are, and we're ready to collaborate, we are ready to present amazing different tech companies to the world.
Is there much interest here? I mean, there are 70,000 people, hundreds of stands. Is the Ukrainian stand attracting much attention?
Of course it does, because like how you can see, it's beautiful, huge stand which are like seen from all over the places, and we was making a lot of pre-work to introduce the delegation from the different countries, to invite different companies, media, to show, because we bring 26 startups in our delegation, a lot of company, we having all the time big speeches on our masterclass zone and private chattings, and yeah, we're doing our best to most of the people in Web Summit know about Ukrainian tech community.
Yes, last year they had Digital Minister Fyodorov, and Volodymyr Klitschko has just spoken on one of the stages about Kyiv Digital, and it was very well received. I was with him on the center stage yesterday of this arena. What do you think are the takeaways for you as an organizer? What do we need to do better? What have we learned? How can we improve?
Yes, like one of the problems which we have right now, we have a bunch of startups, but we need to even bring even more to show more potential of Ukraine, because 26 it's already a lot, but like we have much more opportunities to show our startups and company here, and of course we would like to have much more place on the stages next year, and like keep going.
Can we just see your name again
Yes.
for our viewers?
Of course.
Right, Olena Bakalo, yes?
Yes.
Where are you from, Olena?
I'm from Ukraine.
From where?
Ternopil.
Oh, very nice,
From the
very
west
nice.
of Ukraine.
Thank you very much. Good luck.